Hey, come here. You walk out of here, with respect. Whether you like me or not, I don't care. You will not treat this courtroom that way. Am I understood?
Yes, Judge.
Now you may leave, and you will leave in an orderly fashion. Go.
Yes, Judge. I'm
Go with me. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. One more word, you're going. You understand that?
Sorry about that. I'm a little hurt today. I had to step out of the hall. I'm a recipient of SSDI at 100% since March of 2020. I just got some things I want to read. I don't know how the protocol is around here, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
Well, it doesn't start with that.
Just start with this?
No, it doesn't.
I didn't hear you, I'm sorry.
It does not start that way.
Okay. All right, cool. Thanks for your time.
Judge, this is our second hearing on a non-payment of rent matter. Current rent to retain possession is $495 with fees of $75, costs of $110 for a total amount of $680. We have had some discussions, but no payments have been made, and parties were unsuccessful in finding settlement. I should note, Your Honor, that it appears an answer was filed with the court, but I did not receive a copy.
We'll get your copy.
Thank you.
All right, sir, what did you want to tell me?
Okay. So, they're not doing maintenance to force the default. I've spoken with an attorney, like one of those free attorneys that you call them, a number they give you on the form. I called one of them. They're like, yeah, you have like a brilliant retaliatory defense. I guess he's trying to do default and to quit. I guess I got the notice.
Do what?
I guess I'll just read what I have. I'll read what I have.
Well, let's not.
I don't want to jump the gun here, but I did. This kind of makes more sense. So they're not doing maintenance to force the default. They did not board up holes, but they set traps and they put poison outside the unit. Like when they should have boarded up the holes. This creature, it's like a rodent. It's like nesting underneath my bedroom, like my bedroom floor. The skirting was never fully pulled back when he promised me that. We both saw this creature and he set traps that were too small. And then he put poison outside the unit. He never pulled the skirting back to put poison on its nest. There are multiple entries around this unit. Please, let me continue. I'm really sorry for wasting your time. We really shouldn't be here.
Ma'am, sir, you're not wasting my time. I'm getting paid.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm unemployed. I lost my job like a few weeks ago.
Okay, go ahead with your, go ahead.
I know.
Go ahead with your reading, please.
So the traps are too small. And Mr. Weasel, that's the name, that's the person trying to evict me right now, is Mr. Weasel. Mr. Weasel and I both saw this rodent or creature, not at the same time, but it entered out of the lake. My rental unit is up against a small wooded line about 15 to 20 yards, and then there's a massive lake. So we both seen this creature. It is fat, it is large, it's like a gopher, it's like a beaver rodent creature. So there's 10 points. There's 10 points, almost done. So the traps were too small. He put, and we both saw it. We both know it's big. So I was trying to do walkarounds, and Mr. Weasel usually just sends his maintenance dude just to do the maintenance. Maintenance gentleman is a kind man. He also lives in the park. And this gentleman also works for Mr. Weasel at the landscaping company. And let me point, for Mr. Weasel to send out this maintenance dude, he has to pay him double time. So he's a maintenance, maintenance man is an employee twice for Mr. Weasel. So I was late returning from cleaning up a church festival. I spent 9 hours at a church festival on Monday morning. I was cleaning. We had.
So if they get rid of this animal, then
yes, sir.
we're all good.
We're all good. And let me just I have a couple more points. I know this is really going into banana town.
Do you know anything about the animal?
I did set up a trail cam. Okay, sir. But I don't want to use that. I just need to finish my points. So he never contacted me. He was on the property twice doing maintenance that wasn't completed, and he never contacted me when I was in the house.
Sir, I'm going to stop you.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm going to
stop you. That means stop talking.
Yes, Judge, sorry.
Counsel, do you know anything about this?
We know of the idea of the animal.
Okay, I have no idea what that means.
We've heard of the issue, but my client has not set eyes on any animal. The animal at one time maybe was a mouse, and then a rat, and a cat, and then a beaver, and a badger. And so my client knows nothing about any real animal. Traps were set, the skirt was tightened on the manufactured home. He has been out, or his management has been out on multiple occasions and has responded to all legitimate requests. The defendant.
You need to turn around and face the front and not wander.
I understand the defendant set up trail cams. We've received no footage. We've received no recording. We've received no audio file, no video. The defendant claimed over the phone that there's hours of critter noise every night. There are neighbors to the defendant.
Okay, let me just stop you for a moment. Might it behoove your client to just
board up the holes that are super obvious? I'm sorry.
I don't know at what point I said I needed help with my sentence.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just,
Then you need to sit down and be quiet. Be quiet then if you can't sit.
yes, Judge. We're cool. Yeah, stand still. I know. I just gotta keep moving. So I gotta keep moving. Sorry. I know, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Might it behoove your client to just hire a company to come out and look and make a determination based upon evidence that they see as to whether or not this creature exists or not? Because quite frankly, if there's a company that goes out and they tell me, yes, there's an animal, then they can tell you how to eradicate it. If they say there's not an animal, we're going to be at a point that there's not an animal. And apparently not one that grows from a mouse to a beaver in no time at all. I've never heard of one in Michigan, but we'll see. All right. So how long, do you think your client would be interested in doing that, counsel?
Yes, Judge, I think my client would be happy to get an extermination company to come and write a report.
Yes. How long do you think it would take him to do that? Because I can put this over to the 7th and 14th. What would you? And I'm going to order escrow, so.
Thank you, Judge. I think the 14th would be
A better thing.
better.
What does that mean? What does order escrow?
So I'll explain that in a moment.
Sorry.
I'm going to adjourn this to November 14th, 2025 at
2 p.m.
At 2 p.m. That will be an in-person hearing. How much is monthly rent?
Monthly rent is $1,250, Your Honor.
But portion of it is paid.
Correct. There was,
What's his portion? Do you have Section 8 or something like that, sir?
Just SSDI.
So you pay your full rent?
Yeah, I got, I'm not employed now because of the noises underneath my bed. Every night for 3.5 months. Like I can't sleep. I can't
Okay,
sleep.
your monthly rent is how much?
$1,250, Judge.
$1,250. All right, I'm going to order escrow in the amount of $1,250. That is to be paid within 7 days of the date that it's ordinarily due.
I have.
You have to, and what I mean by escrow, sir, is you need to bring escrow to the court as funds, pay them to the court until this is resolved. When you bring it to the court to pay, the $1,200 must be in cash. We do not take checks or other forms of money. Understood?
Not understood. I have additional comments that I'm not sure if he just wants to like evict me in the future again. But the bathroom floor is sinking by like 1.5 inches. Like there's like a hole in the bathroom floor sinking. There's like a hole. I've already made this maintenance request. And actually, so there's an animal, I found this out about 2 nights ago because I had missing food. There's an animal entering my living room through the vent. This is a trailer from the 80s. This past week, I've had like, and I know exactly which vent it is. And I've complained about that. So like there's now an animal entering my vent. that I found out 2 days ago, and because it's been eating my leftover food. It's going into my living room. This is a super old trailer, like massive. There's holes all around. He's already boarded up 10 feet on the main stairs. He's boarded up 20 feet on the south side, and I'm asking for like 8 to more 10 feet.
What is your next point?
So my next point is this trailer, so here's my official request. Judge, I want a state inspector. I want something from the state.
Then if you want
Because
a
I think-
state inspector, you can call them and have it inspected.
Yeah, okay, so super. And then I'll find out about this private inspector in the future. Is that what I should be expecting? Because I want a state
I'm
inspector.
not gonna tell you to expect anything. You
Okay,
say
right.
you want it inspected,
I
you
want an
call and
inspector. I
find
want a
out
state
whether or not somebody's going to inspect it.
And the
What's
back-
your next point?
My next point is the bathroom floor sinking. I think this unit should be condemned.
Okay.
It should be pulled off the
We
property.
all have our thoughts and our process. I don't know.
I'm going through that process right now. I'm just.
Okay,
with green
wonderful.
thumb, so, but this unit needs.
Is there
sterilized.
another point?
That was Judge, I appreciate your
Is
time.
that it?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Check the bathroom floor, please, counsel.
Yes, sir.
Judge, thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Thank you for your service.
Chris, we'll be in touch about, we'll give you some notice before we go.
Hey, come here. You walk out of here with respect. Whether you like me or not, I don't care. You will not treat this courtroom that way. Am I understood?
Yes, Judge.
Now you may leave, and you will leave in an orderly fashion. Go.
Yes, yes, Judge. I'm.
Go. Of Meta versus Jackson. Mr. Meta, actually, you're on this side, Mr. Jackson. The landlord tenant matter. And Mr. Meta, how much is it you claim he owes?
Claimed, now the present claim is 3,025.
$3,025?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson, how much do you think you owe?
4 months.
4 months?
Yeah.
Which, how much is that per month?
600.
It's 600 a month? So you think you owe 2,400? Okay. So there's basically a $625 difference between the two of you?
$5 per month is just for 5 months. From December to this month.
Okay. He wants to show me something. What is that?
Ledger you said. Ledger for the-
Can you show it to Mr. Jackson?
I remember seeing this paper before.
Pardon? Right. Yeah. I don't even know what it is because I haven't seen it myself. So let me look at it. Yeah. And then we'll talk about it. So is your rent 605 or 600?
605.
605.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So hold on. When did you move in? Was it the 15th of, or halfway through October?
I think is either November around that time.
Okay. Okay, so, Mr. Jackson, let me ask you this. I mean, it really won't matter. You must have moved in October only because he's got the security deposit on it and said they received 300. So that sounds to me like it was mid-October or somewhere around there. All right. So November of 2022, you paid 605. Okay. Did you make a payment in December?
No, I did make a payment in December, but like I
Okay.
said, the agreement was really why, in my opinion, why I think we're here, because first he used to like talk to my mom, like I used to be like girlfriend, boyfriend, and then until they stopped talking, and that's when everything went left. We had an agreement about everything, but until they stopped talking, that's when everything just went left, really.
No, you telling me that story, it went left. So your mom and Mr. Mehta,
Yeah.
okay, so what did you think the agreement was? Well, I guess this other relationship was going on.
But the agreement was, when I talked to him, well, he knew that I had to come here. I didn't, have a job. I had to find a job and everything. And we talked about when my taxes came, that was when I was supposed to pay them, but then I had to amend my taxes, so that took the process even longer. So that's how we're here.
Okay, so you say when you came here, where'd you go?
Kalamazoo.
Okay. Is there a lease at all?
Yes, the lease I gave you. You want it?
Yeah. We'll show it to Mr. Jackson, make sure it's, was that
He has
the,
the copy. He signed it.
Yeah, this is the one.
that's the lease? Okay. So, Mr. Jackson, there wasn't a payment. I mean, is it correct you didn't make a payment in December, January, February, March, April?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So what I come up with, well, you tell me you owe 24. If I count 5 months out, I get 30.25 that you owe. Because I have 5 months. I have December, January, February, March, April. That makes sense to you?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm gonna notice to terminate his lease, but he still has a lease. He has the ability to redeem the property. Who are you?
I'm son-in-law. His son-in-law. I stay with him in Kalamazoo. I'm in Kalamazoo now. I'm not here.
Okay, you keep raising your hand. What do you want to tell me?
He has been making false promises since December I will pay, and then he don't, and then he come up with another excuse. And he has been,
Okay, I'm just saying this. Let's assume everything you say is true. Okay? You filed the wrong type of case.
I filed for an eviction. I don't want money from him. Let him go.
But you just said if he paid, he could stay.
He could have paid, but he didn't pay. If he would have paid, he would have up-to-date payment.
Doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Let him pay them.
Your Honor, he will not pay. He'll just,
Okay, you guys can keep trying to shove that round peg into the square hole. I'm just telling you, you filed a termination case. You're telling me that if he had paid, he could stay. Right?
That could be, I could have been good for him if he would.
Okay. The problem is, in this type of case, he doesn't have that option.
My option is no money. Let him go for it.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Tell me now, I am a senior citizen, 83 now, 83, and I am making only $400 social security. And I was depending mainly on the rent, and which is not coming.
Okay. I feel bad for you. The problem is, you got to do things the right way. So why did it take you so long to get to the court if you wanted him out? Because according to you, he hasn't paid rent since December.
Yes,
You don't file anything till March.
first time it was wrong. You said my notice was wrong, so I had to wait.
Yeah, it's wrong again. If what you're claiming, he's got a lease.
Yes,
On what grounds are you terminating the lease?
it's non-payment basically.
Then you have to file a non-payment case.
I don't want the payment from him. Let him get out from this place. I want my house back so that I might be able to sell it or maybe get somebody.
Mr. Mehta, you don't get to make the law. There are different types of cases you can file. You can file a 30-day claiming that he violated, that you're terminating his lease, but you have to have grounds for what you're doing that when he's got a 1-year lease. Or you can say it's non-payment. And if it's non-payment, then you're going to say what he owes. The judgment is going to indicate that he has a certain period in time at which to pay. That's not what you did. And it almost seems, I mean, why are you punishing him this way?
I'm being punished because I have no food now. I have only on social security of $400 I get. And some help from them. My daughter.
can I say something?
Go ahead.
If he wants to pay, he can stay till the end of the lease. That's what we talked.
Okay, and that's what the problem here is. You can't say, I'm terminating his lease because he hasn't paid. If you file a case that says you either have to pay or stay, then fine. But that's not what you filed.
So what did we file?
You filed a case that says you're terminating his lease.
On the ground of non-payment.
The lease doesn't give you, you can't do that. Not with this lease.
His last 5 months, not a penny has been paid to me.
Okay, so
I did not get a penny from him.
here's what's crazy about this. Had you done the right type of case, right? There are programs out there that may have been able to pay the rent.
I would have allowed him. He would have paid to me. But I see that there is no indication from him, though he's working.
Do you hear anything I say?
I can hear again. Please tell me. I'm 83 years old, man. I may not have heard.
But what did I just say? That if you had filed the right type of case, then you could get all this rent paid, get him over this hump, and then let him pay each month. Young man, you told me, why do you think you're here?
I really think it's because him and my mom.
When did they start going out, talking, or whatever you want to put that?
I really don't know. I just came over my mom's house because I haven't talked to her in a while, and she was talking to him, and that was about around the time that the lease got signed. And then a couple months after that, he was leaving voicemail saying, "I can't talk to your mom. Can you contact your mom for me and call her?" And to this day, me and my mom relationship not even good because of him showing up to her house, and to this day our relationship is not good.
All right, let me ask you this. Do you want to stay?
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to do. I could hold a trial, dismiss this case, because you don't have a right to necessarily terminate his tenancy. Or what I can do is I can hold my decision, and I'm going to elect to hold my decision, and allow you to apply for assistance to get this rent paid.
Sir.
Okay? So, this, yeah, you have a, I couldn't get it out. I just couldn't. It's late on Friday. And I was going to call you something that I probably shouldn't.
I appreciate that. What can I do for you?
I do. Thank you. Can you write down Hawk's number for me? Yeah, you have paper. All right. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to give you housing access for Washington County's number. Okay. Now you're in, well, hold on. We may have a problem. It may not work for you. Is it just you in the place?
Well, me and my daughter.
How old's your daughter?
She's 2.
Beautiful. Well, all right. That may work for us.
The daughter is with the mom.
You know what?
His daughter is with the mom, his mom. It's not with him.
No, I have custody of my daughter. It's just my daughter goes to my mom's house time to time.
Can I say something?
But I have papers to show that that's my daughter.
Just one thing. He's lying in the court, and I can prove it. Number one, he is a caretaker from state of Michigan for his mom, living here, and mom is 120 miles away. One thing.
Okay, so what do you want me to do with that?
He's not.
What do you want me to do with that?
He gets paid.
Help both of them.
He gets paid for that, for taking care of moms. Though he's not doing it, he's there only.
And 2 your daughter is not there in the premises. That's
You
another.
know what I'm going to do? I'm going to dismiss this case. You're going to have to start all over.
We can do that, Judge, but
Oh, I know. I know you can do it.
He is not telling you the truth.
So what right now does that matter? You come here, you tell me that you want the money. And then if you have the money, he can stay. He says he wants to stay. So then I'm figuring out a way to do that. And then you guys, like, whatever, just make a U-turn, start heading in another direction and just want to badmouth.
Appreciate it.
So what do you want to do? Do you want the money or not?
If he pays money, he can continue to stay.
You know what? I didn't ask you for that long an answer. That's a yes or no. Do you want the money or not?
Yes.
You want to stay? Okay, this is easy. Man, I'm going to give you, because this is what I would do, just so that we're clear. If they had filed the case right, you would get a number, and I'm going to give you the number. It's 734-961, 1999. Okay, and we're going to give that to you on a piece of paper, and that's housing access for Washtenaw County. Now, this address happens to be an 08 address, and let me just find something here just to make sure I give you the right information. Yes.
Sir,
Lord mercy. Yes.
he got $3,700, he told me, for the tax refund, and he never paid anything to me. He said that I'm going to pay out of taxes.
What do you want me to do?
I mean, he wants to pay me tax.
What do you want? You know what? You don't get to work this your way.
He only told me that he's going to pay me the taxes refund, which is he got it.
I'm gonna let you get everything out you want. Go ahead. Tell me everything you want to tell me.
He told me that he's getting 3,700 tax refund, which he will give me. He'll give me all of it. Now that he's not talking about that.
You know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna try to salvage the case. Because you'll be able to get the same thing if they do it right. So I'm just not even gonna hear this. Filed the wrong type of case. This is not you didn't file a non-payment of rent case. Had you filed a non-payment of rent case, he has certain rights that he could assert at that point in time. Could also then have the right to redeem the property prior to being evicted from the property. The case you filed would not give him a right of redemption. I've tried to cut it down the middle so that both parties potentially could be happy. You don't want to do that. So I'm just dismissing the case. You can start with me. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. One more word, you're going. You understand that?
So he will stay without payment.
Sir, one more word, and you're going to be found in contempt, and you're going to be spending the weekend as my guest. Case dismissed.
This hearing took an unexpected turn when Judge Simpson was faced with a defendant raising multiple concerns about his rental property, including alleged maintenance issues and a possible animal problem inside the home. The judge remained patient while trying to separate the serious claims from the issues that needed proper evidence and inspection. The situation became more complicated when the defendant struggled to stay focused and continued speaking after being asked to stop. Judge Simpson ultimately directed the parties toward a more practical solution, including an inspection to determine whether the reported issue actually existed. But the biggest courtroom moment came at the end. As the defendant prepared to leave, his conduct prompted Judge Simpson to firmly remind him that regardless of personal feelings, the courtroom must be treated with respect. The judge then ordered him to leave in an orderly manner. It was a tense conclusion that showed how quickly a routine hearing can escalate when courtroom expectations are not followed.